Imagine, if you will, an element neutral unit with attack bar boost, attack power buff, and one of the best arena speed leads in the entire game. Now imagine that unit is completely free. That's right, completely free. And did I mention there's also literally a TV show about this unit in the game as well? It's a 10-part episodic series about Arbiter, Call of the Arbiter. So this is, of course, as I mentioned, a free legendary unit. We're going to change her gear in just a second. Also, we're going to, I suppose her relic is fine. We're going to skill her up. We're going to give her a blessing because we are ready for one. We're going to do the masteries because we are ready for those. But as I mentioned, the aura, speed lead for all arena battles. We have the attack bar boost. We have the attack power buff. We also have a heal over there as well. We have an AoE skill. 75 actually goes up to 100% chance to decrease duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. So if they have immunity on the entire team, you're going to strip that all off. Not to worry. We also have, if that wasn't enough, we have a revive here as well, which kind of ridiculous how much this unit does, and it is a free unit as long as you actually go through and complete the objectives. This is where it is. Hold on. This is where the objectives are. Arbiter missions are already done. There's also some other really nice stuff along with the Arbiter. There's a lot of really nice stuff. But we completed all the objectives. And then we have Ramontu missions and Marius missions. Marius is another really ridiculous unit as well. But yeah, Arbiter, one of the best arena units, completely free. All you got to do is do the objectives, which is ridiculous. So we are going to skill her up. We are going to do the masteries on her, and we are going to take her into battle to see how ridiculously good she actually is. And if you haven't already started playing Raid Shadow Legends, you are probably literally the only one on the planet that has not started yet. So download today using the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. At the very beginning of the game, you get an absolutely free Elenaril, a legendary unit which is great at detonating poisons on boss units. And then you can choose one of 6 promo codes. You can only use one, but you get a free legendary of your choice. They did just bring in the Ultimate Death Knight. That is the new promo code for this month. Fantastic unit. I actually did a video previously talking about how excited I was testing him out on this channel. Personally, I think that there is an even better, more ridiculous unit to want to rock. It is a Void Legendary, which is effectively like an LD5, extremely rare, and one of the best units in the entire game. Top tier 5-star Void Legendary, ridiculous to want to rock. She will basically carry you for the whole game. So use the link in the description or the QR code to start with an amazing legendary unit, 2 free epics, and a bunch of other goodies. You can also use these other promo codes on the screen to aid you on top of that. Definitely download today and start your Raid Shadow Legends journey. So we finished up. She is at 332 speed, but still a work in progress. This is the same relic on her. We were able to get 2 skill ups into not the one I wanted, the Destiny's Call. It's fine. It's fine. It's better than skill 1. I was hoping for skill up and Mentor of Heroes, but both of these are going to be good. We have the Blessing Survival Instinct. We only have 1 star on her. But that's, you know, still 7,500 extra HP. And then these are the masteries for her. So let's see. Let's actually make a team from scratch. And we'll use her as the leader, of course. Otherwise, what are we? we're doing a lot of things wrong if we're not using her as the leader. I like to use this for the defense breaker. A little bit crazy, I suppose, for not using another defense breaker, but that's what we have. We have a couple defense breakers on this account, but we don't have everything. Let's go for Tholen. This was a recent fusion, and we will also, so we could go for this Crixia. She's a really amazing unit. She's going to strip and increase cooldowns. Kind of a little broken. We'll use this Lady Noelle. This is a unit that a lot of people already have. She also does revives, but she does an AoE freeze. So maybe, there's a few units that a lot of people already have access to. This kind of might be the most. So we want, actually, let's use this. Armand's is another one that a lot of people have access to. That was really, he still is really crazy. He's one of the best RTA units in the game. So let's do this. We can set the AI to do whatever we want. So let's do the Mentor of Heroes. Mentor of Heroes is the correct one, right? Let's do this first. That's the opener. First choice, we will do Tholen. We want to make sure that this is the first choice, the Rabid Fury, which is going to be an attack power buff. Although it already has an attack power, we don't have to use Tholen. We could use something else. We could use any damage dealing unit. It doesn't have to be Tholen. We also don't need, we don't need our Mons. Let's do greatest hits. I want this to happen first and be the first choice. And then we'll do this, no. We'll do this second. And we'll do, this is the grants an extra turn. Let's do this first. And then let's do this one next. Oh, no. Why am I still doing this? Okay. Hunt the Mist is going to happen first. It's going to attack power buff and increase accuracy. Then he's going to get another turn and AoE defense break. This unit potentially gets a crazy amount of extra turns on top of that. So here is a, I would say, fairly easy. Well, aside from this is actually going to be potentially an issue. But yeah, it's going to be potentially an issue. Let's do it anyway. Let's see if Supreme Gaelic gives us a any troubles, because he's kind of an anti-CC unit, and we are bringing in a CC. So attack power buff. There's the CC. Well, we're not dead, so that's a good start. We did revenge. Okay, defense break. Everything died before the defense break, but she is. I think that's a good showing of Supreme Gaelic actually doing pretty decent on defense, but we knew going into it that he was going to be a problem. We went anyway. This is a fun one because this is some limited edition collab units here on the defense. We got He-Man, we got Skeletor, we got Alice the Wanderer, and we got Loki the Deceiver. Shouldn't be any issues in terms of like the same thing as the Supreme Gaelic coming in and causing some nonsense. But let's see. Okay, we got some decreased attack gauge. We got a little bit of CC, not a whole lot of CC. See if we get the defense breaks. We got a couple defense breaks. Okay, some damage. Not anything crazy. And there's the AoE. But we're just gonna outspeed. We're gonna hit some more. We're gonna hit some Arbiter defenses actually, because there's a lot of Arbiter defenses. She is obviously she is a speed lead, attack gauge boost, does revives, does AoE, potentially AoE strips. So you can imagine that she is one of the most popular arena defense and offense units in the game, and live arena units in the game. And she is everything in arena is Arbiter. So she is just a ridiculous unit. Everyone that goes through the trouble of actually completing the Arbiter quest, which is most people, you know, they wind up using her so much. It's just ridiculous that this is a free unit. Some of the best units in the game are fusion units and free, like the Marius that I mentioned before. That is another ridiculous, one of the best legendaries in the game, and these are free. Here we have on defense UDKING, which is another really good unit. To be honest, he is very similar to Arbiter. He was a limited time unit. You log in for 7 days. We did a promo for him. And you log in for back in the day, and you log in for 7 days, you get the UDKING. He is similar to Arbiter. Arbiter has a better speed lead, but you have to actually work a little bit harder for her. So you can still summon UDKING, but the 7-day login for that specific unit is not currently active. So, but you do get some amazing units with those promo codes for new players right now, though. Some super good stuff. And we should not have to worry about anything here. Yeah. Even if Loki's just gonna take a little bit to actually kill, because sometimes he likes to not take damage like that. But we'll see. Yeah. Typical Loki stuff, but he's really not gonna pose too much of a threat. This one's not built for damage, so. So we have a He-Man here on defense with a 28% speed lead, but we are still going to be faster. They got the Harima, they got the Raphael from the Ninja Turtles collab. There's always cool collabs coming, man. There's always cool collabs. So they're going to take not that much damage, but we do still get the CC on them, because they had the shield. Defense breaks, and then Tholen's going to come in, and he is going to do crazy stuff. Beautiful. It's just going to be Loki being mildly annoying for a bit. So we have an Elva Autumnborn here on defense. Let's see. We're just going to hit that with... I feel like we're confident enough that we're going to outspeed. But I don't know what's going to happen after that. We get to CC. Harima is still up. Okay. A little extra hit. Nice. So this is a nice one. They have an ultimate Death Knight here on their defense. We're easily going to outspeed them because they're not trying to contest speed. But we'll see what happens and how much damage this ultimate Death Knight, because that is the new promo code for this month. We'll see how much damage this actually winds up mitigating, if we're going to have some issues with this one. There's a okay, I see the stone skin there. All right. Yeah, between the UDK and the stone skin, we are cooked. Yeah, look how much UDK and stone skin, man. It doesn't matter that we outspend. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a rough one. We can still revive, but I think this is a good showing of what Ultimate Death Knight can do, as we've seen there. So this is an interesting defense. They have an Alaz, a mythical unit over here. Let's hit this and let's see. We don't even have to manually do it because we set the AI to do whatever we want it to do, which is really nice. CC's on everyone. Because these arbiters, these enemy arbiters, are actually going to cut in if we don't get them CC'd. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to that part, but yeah. Okay, so Alaz is just CC'd right now, so we don't have to worry too much about him. Nice. So that is the Arbiter, the poster child of the Raid Shadow Legends miniseries. You can see all about it yourself if you download the QR code. If you download Raid Shadow Legends today using the QR code or the link in the description, or both of them. Make 1 million accounts. I don't even care. Maybe I shouldn't be telling people to make 1 million accounts, but people do that actually. I found out this week that people actually do like faction-specific accounts, but that's besides the point. Download Raid Shadow Legends today using the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. You get an absolutely free legendary Elenaril at the very beginning, and you also get a second legendary of your choosing with the different promo codes available. Make sure you use it within the first 48 hours to get the unit that you would like. Tawana Rock is really amazing, but a lot of them are really amazing, so it's a tough decision. And then you can watch the Call of the Arbiter miniseries, which is, I mean, Call of the Arbiter miniseries is such an underrated series. They really did a lot of work on this to make it look cool. So definitely check that out as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you as always in the next one.